having a president visiting the country where you are residing as an ambassador is always a kind of highlight of your time in this country. But before I go to the visit, I jump briefly back to the languages. I just want to mention that our very close neighbor is Finland.
Okay.
And we were able to see Finnish television already decades ago during the time Estonia was occupied by the Soviet Union. And from Finnish television, the people who were living in the northern part of Estonia and on the islands were able to learn Finnish language.
Okay.
So if you go to the southern part of Estonia, then they would not know Finnish, but in our case, the northern part of Estonians would know. And Estonian is a quite difficult language. It's the Finno-Hungarian language family, and very often in social media you would say the memes where how long it does take to learn a language. In case of English it would be like half a year, and then usually at the last position there would be Estonian and Finnish, and it says good luck.
Okay.
It's a difficult language. Yeah, but the more languages you know, the easier it is probably to acquire other languages. Unfortunately, I was not able to dedicate too much time to Hindi, so my Hindi knowledge is rather limited. I would have had or would have been happy to know more Hindi. But back to the visit. Yes, AI Summit was of course a very significant event. It was the biggest AI Summit so far organized by India. And from Estonian side, we were of course very happy that the president was able to take the time and to come to the AI Summit. One of the reasons is also that he participated in the previous AI Summit in Paris. They also had a meeting with Prime Minister Modi there. And Estonia is very keen when it comes to the AI. Maybe I tell here also a little bit about our e-governance and ICT story. Very often we are referring to Estonia as e-Estonia. Our IT journey started already in the middle of 90s. So it was a very difficult time because when we regained our independence in the beginning of 90s, the economic situation of the country was quite challenging. And it was decided by our government that we have to find something new, something innovative, which would bring our country some benefits. And in mid of 90s, they decided to concentrate on digitalization. The first step was taking the computers into the schools. So computer classes were created in the schools and in public libraries. We have a very extensive network of public libraries and people like to go to the libraries. So libraries were chosen especially because of that. And there were also classes, for example, for elderly people, how to use the computer. And so it started. And of course, there were all kinds of software solutions already. And the next step was e-governance. Our government is working completely paperlessly. They are using only the computers. Whenever we have some new legislation, some contracts, these are moving in electronic systems. We sign the contracts digitally. We have a digital signature. We accept the invoices from the private sector also only digitally. There is a specific solution for that. And there are different solutions for schools like e-school or e-health. So we have tried to bring the digital solutions into every aspect of life. And the purpose, of course, is to make everything more functional, the life easier for the citizen. We are following the principle once only. So the state can ask from the citizen the information only once. So for example, if there is a new baby coming, then the state should already know that, there is a baby. They need kindergarten spot. There might be some kind of vaccines, some kind of health issues. So it's not up to the citizens to go to different departments. The state should be proactive in this regard. So yes, and of course we have e-elections. This is also quite.
Oh, great!
During the last elections of the European Parliament, we were voting from India by our computers.
Oh, great!
And this is quite unique solution, I think.
Absolutely.
We are currently the most digital nation in the world. So all the government services, 100% are digital.
Great to know about this kind of digitalization of this beautiful country, and I hope that with this podcast, many students or the young generation will be happy to visit Estonia, and in the future they will learn a lot of things about Estonia and its advancement in the technology, especially digitalization and the e-governance.
Oh, I hope so, because the first step in the middle of 90s, it was called Tiger Leap. And now, just last spring, the president announced a new program called AI Leap. And it's then about bringing AI into the schools as a learning tool for kids and as a working tool for the teachers. So he was also explaining about this program during the AI summit here, of course. He had several interventions on side events, and we were extremely happy to celebrate our National Day in the presence of our president.
Congratulations for
on
that,
19th of February.
We are very happy to hear all these things happened here in Delhi, and we hope that in future also, in your humble presence, the president should visit again in India, and we can have more and more mutual cooperation between the two brotherly countries, ma'am. And madam, we got to know that India and Estonia have historical relationships. Sanskrit was one of the language in the University of Tartu, and Hindi was also taught during that time in the University of Tallinn. So could you please tell us about this Sanskrit and Hindi language association with Estonia?